everyone, and welcome back to Geek Nerd Dork. Once again, I am Lynn, and I am joined today by, look at that, right way, Erik.
That's me.
And down there on the end, Trey.
Hello.
Hello there. All right. Well, it's been a while since we recorded again. You know, life gets in the way. But we're back, and today is going to be a show where what are you looking forward to in the coming year in 25?
Mm-hmm.
I've got a couple of things I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah.
In geek and not geek, but mainly geek. So I'm ready to just go down my list. If you guys have things that you are thinking of as I'm going along and I don't say it, chime in. But first thing I have down on my list coming up here in February, so heck, it's like 2 weeks away, February 14th, Captain America, Brave New World.
I have opening day tickets to it, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna go check it out, and maybe I'll record something quick afterwards. And
Yes. Oh, well, I mean, that's one of the trailers we watched, and yeah, I think we're all looking forward to it, even though Trey is behind on his Marvel. He's looking forward to it too, right, Trey?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's gonna take some time to get there, but once I do,
yeah. Trey's gonna have to skip ahead. It's been a while for Trey.
I think I'm still in like the beginning of the second wave of Marvel movies.
Second phase.
I think we went and saw.
We saw Iron Man 3.
Yeah, that's
the last one you saw.
Yep, because it was during the time where it was just constant releases, and I'm like, I don't have the time to go catch up with this, and now I mean, I haven't even seen Endgame. I don't know a whole lot about.
Thing is, Iron Man 3, they were coming out pretty quick. That wasn't fast releases. He wasn't even watching stuff during the beginning of the Disney Plus era, where there was a new show coming like every other month.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so at that time, it was just like, okay, we'll just that'll be a eventual thing we get to, and then it just kept growing. So
your buffer is getting full.
Yeah. So,
but yes, Captain America, Brave New World. I'm excited for this. I like Sam as Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
What little bit we saw of him in Falcon and Winter Soldier. I just like Sam. I like Falcon.
Yeah, he's a good character.
Yeah. That's one thing I'm looking forward to.
I'm a little curious though, because Anthony Mackie himself keeps saying things that make me really excited about the movie, and then he says weird stuff as well. Like he said, this gets back to old school Marvel, like hinting that this is like a Winter Soldier type of movie. Heck yeah!
Well, I've heard this is more of a spy thriller type Winter Soldier type thing.
Yeah. Yeah, and then he was over in Europe and he on a press tour, and then was like, well, I don't know if Captain America should be representing America. Like America shouldn't be the thing that he represents, that is his biggest characteristic. I'm like, that literally is his name. So
that's his name.
I think it's probably a good thing that he is. So hopefully, and they've done tons of reshoots, and they're kind of making up on the budget. Like they said, oh yeah, it's only 180 million, but people have calculated out. They're like, it's probably getting closer to 400 million now that because they've done so many reshoots with it.
Wow.
So hopefully the final product is great, and we'll see.
See, the difference between me and you. I've watched that trailer that we watched together, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah,
I don't actively seek out stuff.
Yeah, well, I'm on X all the time, so I see pretty much everything as it happens. And then also, like, I just always watch all the extra stuff, all the everything. Like, I like how things are made, and I like behind the scenes stuff. I like to understand like how the whole industry works. So I'm always
I love the behind the scenes stuff. I'm a Star Wars guy. Behind the scenes stuff is what I love, but I normally don't watch that stuff until after I've seen the movie and stuff.
Yeah, I think even with that, like, trailers often give like the whole entire plot of things, so it's like trying to avoid having the whole entire movie spoiled before I even get a chance to see it, even though it's not out yet. But I think that's
they didn't show an entire character in the trailer, so I think they're not showing some of it at least.
Well, then don't tell me, because I don't know what that is.
Oh, we already talked about it.
We already did.
The guy from the Incredible Hulk movie.
Leader. Yeah, we did talk about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So he wasn't in the trailer, but he's supposedly in it. So.
All right. Next thing I have on my list is probably neither of your guys' list. It's a book.
Nerd. No, I'm just kidding. Or geek. I don't know what.
One
of them.
yeah.
Who's who?
Reign of the Empire, The Mask of Fear. It is a Star Wars novel because that's what I do. And Trey can attest to this. But this is a book that is set as the first part of a trilogy. And it's set right after episode 3, after Order 66 and all that stuff. And it is like the beginning of the Empire. A time frame that we've seen some. I mean, we've seen this stuff. We've seen a lot more stuff in between 3 and 4. But that is like the area that I'm the most interested in, is between 3 and 4 and during the actual trilogy, the original trilogy. Those are what I want stories on. So the fact that this book is coming out.
I assume this is a real book, not a graphic.
An actual
novel,
book, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, with pages and everything, you open it up.
Yeah.
Now, you can probably buy an electronic version, or you could even get an audiobook probably. But I've gotten to, I used to read books all the time. And then I got out of the habit. So for Christmas, I got several books, and I am reading books again. Right now, I'm reading Star Wars Battlefront Twilight Company. It is during Empire Strikes Back, and I'm really enjoying it. But that's my next thing on my list. So it's my list. I could put what I want on it.
It's a true story.
Yes. All right. The next thing I have on my list is a first for me. I'm pretty sure it's first for both of you guys. March 29th, the Great Ohio Toy Show in Xenia, Ohio.
How far away is that?
It's March 29th.
No, not time-wise, but distance.
Distance-wise from us, it is a little over 2 hours. If you don't know, okay, we are in Northeast Indiana. And this is Xenia, Ohio, which I believe is down near Dayton. I want to say, I'm not sure. It's like Southwest Ohio. So yeah, it's not terribly far, but close enough. For those who don't know what the Great Ohio Toy Show is, again, never been there, but I'm excited about it. I've seen videos. It is a vintage toy show at a fairgrounds. So they will have like somewhere between 7 and 9 buildings full of vendors just selling old vintage toys, from anything from your Star Wars to your Masters of the Universe, Ninja Turtles, Voltron, Transformers, all that stuff.
They better not have a Voltron set, or I'm gonna spend.
Oh, there'll be Voltron. There will be Voltron.
Because my brother, when I was little, he broke my set. So I had the whole set, and it transformed into the big guy, but then he broke it, and I haven't had it ever since. So
if we go to the Great Ohio Toy Show and you see one, you get it, and you just make your brother pay you back for it.
Yeah, when he was like 5 years old, I think is when he broke it. So
hey, still his fault, right?
I've been keeping track of it this whole time.
See? Yeah. All right. What are you looking forward for at the Great Ohio Toy Show, Trey? I'm looking for Star Wars, guys. Eric's looking for Voltron to relive to make his brother pay him back.
Yeah.
I'll be interested to see like the span of what kind of toys. Like if they got.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily modern stuff I'm looking for, but if I can find original Lord of the Rings when they came out like in 2000, I mean, I have some, but I would like more. Because last time I went to a Comic-Con, I don't know, I got a few cool things. I mean, the first Comic-Con I went to was like $500 in like Lord of the Rings toys. So this does not bode well for me when it's just toys everywhere.
Yes.
But I'm also, there's a lot of things that my family didn't think I'd ever want, and which makes sense. But if I can find some old school Digimon, that is also on my list. I used to have a Digivice, which you guys probably have no idea what this is, but it was a yellow Digivice and it was cool. And I looked on like eBay; they're like $200-$300 for it. I'm like, okay, that's a bit much. So if I can find someone that isn't charging $500, that would be pretty cool.
And sorry, what Lord of the Rings toys were there when it came out?
So they were just kind of like action figures that were released with the films. So I mean, don't think I have any here, but I've got just a ton.
I don't remember there being toys, but
yeah, and honestly, I don't know. 1 second, Cat is being a little crazy because that's what he does. But I can't remember who made them, but they were actually like, I look at toys now and they don't have any quality, and I feel like these ones actually, I don't know, maybe it's bias, but they actually look pretty
nostalgia
good.
kick it in a little.
Yeah, because I've seen some of their faces and of toys like when they released Hobbit stuff, and I was like, oh man, these are like just not what I'm looking for. So I don't know. It'll be nice to see if they are as detailed as I remember them.
And the real test will be when we do go to test Trey's self-control.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
well, yours too.
No,
yeah.
I'm going with a budget.
Okay. Because
Yeah,
you know you won't have
I'm
self-control.
going with a budget. I'm going to say this is my money I am taking, and this is all I can spend, and that's it.
Yeah.
I'm going with a budget. I know that because
I'm either going to spend 0 or a lot. So we'll see.
Okay.
How that goes.
Yes.
Well,
We're
doing that in March, end of March, and we will bring you all along with us. We'll have video, and it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Now, the next thing on my list is another thing a convention type thing. Unfortunately, not going to this one. Star Wars Celebration Japan in April.
Nice.
I would love to go to a celebration, but I've never gone to any kind of convention before.
That would be cool.
I think Celebration would probably not be my best first one, especially in Japan.
Yeah. My kids want to go to Japan, but not really.
Yeah.
It's not my
So,
thing.
but the thing I'm looking forward to the Star Wars Celebration Japan is the announcements.
Mm-hmm.
They'll announce upcoming things. Like there been no announcements for any new animated Star Wars shows, and the rumor mill is that there's like 2 in progress right now in production. Know nothing about it. I would say movie announcements, but we all know how well those turn out for Disney. Yeah.
Are celebrations annual or are they?
It's not annual. Celebrations, I think it was like an every other year type thing. I can't remember what the last one was.
Gotcha. Because I feel like the last one, wasn't there just like a whole wall of these are all the releases, or was that?
There was one that I don't remember. I don't think it was the last one, but yeah, where Kathy Kenny came out and she announced, Rangers of the New Republic and the Lando show and all this other stuff.
The X-Wing or the Rogue Squadron.
That's where they Patty Jenkins came out in their little sizzle trailer.
Yeah, that was a couple of years ago, I think.
With X-Wing Rogue Squadron, and she got in an X-Wing fighter, and So I mean,
and now none of those are happening, or almost none of them.
Yeah. So I'm excited for announcements, but I've learned how Star Wars announcements work. And so
if it's not something that's coming out next year, it's probably not. You don't know if it's going to happen or not.
Oh yeah. Oh, we could do a whole show on Star Wars projects that are in the works.
Mm-hmm.
But that's in April 18th. Well, April 18th through, I'm not exactly sure when. It's a couple days. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that, the announcements, the coverage, all that good stuff. Okay, I know the last celebration was the big thing that they kept talking about all the time was Acolyte.
Yeah.
And we all know how well that turned out. Okay.
Nope.
But we'll move on from Star Wars Celebration to a Disney Plus Star Wars series that I am looking forward to. And that is coming April 22nd, Andor, Season 2.
Mm-hmm.
Season 2.
I still need to finish watching Season 1. Haven't done it. It's on my list.
You need to watch Season 1.
Yes.
I just started rewatching Season 1 again. And, I really like it. And you know why? It's that time period that I'm interested in.
Yeah.
Original trilogy. Yeah. So yes, that's what I'm looking forward to there. Next thing on my list is another movie, a trailer we reacted to, me and Erik did. Coming May 2nd, Thunderbolts.
Yeah. Yeah.
And as Erik says, Thunderbolts with an asterisk.
That's right. Don't forget it. I think it's just because they're going to change the name by the end of the movie or something
Probably.
like that.
But yeah, Thunderbolts. I'm probably looking more forward to Thunderbolts than I am Captain America.
Yeah, same here.
Because I like all those characters.
Yep.
And Trey's like, yeah, it's whatever. I don't know anything about Marvel anymore.
Honestly.
All right, but the next one, Trey did watch the trailer for, I believe. You watched this one with us. It wasn't much of a trailer. It was a teaser, yes.
I was like, what trailer? It was
Yeah. May 23rd, Lilo and Stitch, live action.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Lilo and Stitch, the original cartoon, happened right as I was just too old for it. It was towards the end of. Okay, yes. Well, you're never too old, Lynn, but eventually I'd stopped watching a bunch of Disney movies. I watched The Little Mermaid and a bunch of stuff when I was a kid, but eventually, I was like, hey, I'm gonna watch The Matrix instead or whatever.
It was okay.
Whatever.
Lilo and Stitch, the original, was that time frame between you didn't watch them because you were a little kid and you wanted to watch them, but it was well before you had kids.
Yes, yeah.
To watch cartoons with them, and you see that was one thing I liked when my kids were little, because I could justify going to the movie theater to watch them.
Hey, I did too, but my time period was better than your time period, which is I got early Pixar, which was awesome. Early Pixar was the greatest. My kids watched Wall-E and Cars and all those things all the time. Not Toy Story. My kids weren't born way back when, but Toy Story.
Toy Story was 95, my friend.
No, I know, but Toy Story 3 on they might have watched, but they didn't like him as much. But Wall-E and Cars I saw 8 million times. That was my kids' time period.
Yeah, my kids were just a little younger than yours, because my first one, remember I'd taken Julian to my son to see his first movie in the theater, which was Finding Nemo.
I see. Yes.
So yeah, we're just a little.
Yeah. Maybe 5 years or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
so
7 years.
Yes, you're never too old to watch cartoons, Erik.
Says you, but okay. No, I actually do like a lot of them. I all the Pixar stuff I've watched. I haven't liked all of it, but a lot of them are pretty good. And Pocahontas and oh my gosh, I'm blanking. What were the other cartoons around that time?
Pocahontas?
Yeah, Lilo and Stitch.
Way earlier.
Was that way earlier?
Okay. So Pocahontas, what was around that? I don't know.
Asian. I'm acting as a guy.
Mulan.
My gosh, I'm so blanking on this stuff. Mulan. Didn't watch that when it came out. I've seen it, but
no, I didn't go see these because I didn't have kids to go watch them in the theater.
Exactly.
So.
That's why I'm like, there's a point.
But I watched them.
Yeah, I eventually watched them.
All right. So next one, another trailer we watched together here, guys. June 13th, the live action How to Train Your Dragon.
That is another one.
Which y'all know I'm excited about.
Oh yeah, I'm excited too.
Erik's excited about. And Trey's still going.
I mean, I'm excited in the sense that it'll be my first time seeing How to Train Your Dragon, because I've decided to
So you decided that you're going to wait and watch the live action before you watch the animated?
I think so, just because I just want to go in completely blank, and
it'll be interesting to get your reaction to it, and then it'll be really interesting to get your reaction to after you've seen the live action if you watch the cartoon one.
Yeah, that's I mean, honestly, we could probably do a show about that.
You're doing it backwards from everybody else in the world.
Exactly. So it'll be, yeah. I mean, if it turns out to be terrible and I like it, that'll be, or who knows?
Yeah.
I'm excited.
So yeah,
it's kind of like the people who grew up with episode 4, 5, and 6, and then watched Star Wars Episode 1. And some people were like, "Man, I don't like this new blah, blah, blah." But like for the younger kids of that generation, like that was their Star Wars, and they loved it. And
Oh yeah,
1, 2, and 3, yeah, they loved it.
oh yeah, the prequels are very beloved now.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to another 10 years from now, and the kids that grew up on the sequel trilogy.
Yeah, I think it's fading though. Like I don't think this new generation was really as like my kids, that was their Star Wars. Like I took them to openings of 7, 8, 9. But like looking back, they don't look at it as like, you know, this is the best movie that ever exists. Like I think it's kind of fading. Star Wars is kind of fading. I think the amount of people that are really into it, but
yeah, you know, original trilogy is my Star Wars. Prequels are your Star Wars, right, Trey?
Yep.
Yeah,
99, I would have been 8. So
see, my kids, the sequel's not their Star Wars because my kids are a little older than your kids. My kids' Star Wars is the Clone Wars series.
Yeah.
That's my kids' Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they grew up with all of it because, sorry, you have to. If you live in my house, you're going to watch Star Wars.
That's right. It's required.
Yes. All right. After How to Train Your Dragon, I'm going to July 2nd now. And I did not know this movie was coming out this year.
Mhm.
July 2nd, Jurassic World Rebirth. Know very, very little about this movie.
I am excited because Gareth Edwards is the director, who was the original director of Rogue One. He was the director of The Creator, which no one seemed to like, but I love that movie. It's a great movie.
No, I thought Gareth Edwards didn't do the Jurassic. That was Colin Trevorrow that did Jurassic World, right?
Yeah. He's not been involved up until this point.
But no, I was thinking Colin Trevorrow was originally supposed to do Episode 9, so I knew there was a Star Wars connection, but then he didn't do it.
Yep.
But no, Jurassic World. The only thing I really know about Jurassic World Rebirth here, Scarlett Johansson's in it.
Yes.
That's the only thing I really know. I mean, if there wouldn't be Star Wars, I think Jurassic Park would be my thing.
Jurassic Park was pretty good.
The Jurassic Parks, all those. I've enjoyed all of them, even the newer ones. Even the last Jurassic World Dominion, which was kind of weird, but I enjoyed it because I like dinosaurs.
Yeah,
that's how you have to say it. Dinosaur.
Yeah, I would say
DNA says it. That's how you say it.
The first Jurassic World, I really liked.
Yes.
The second two, I just enjoyed generally. Like they were good. Like I didn't love them, but like they're pretty good.
Yeah. Trey's gonna get attacked by a cat. All right.
A saber-toothed tiger, you mean?
After that, the week after that, if I'm doing my math in my head correct, July 11th is what Eric's looking forward to. Superman.
I'm cautiously optimistic, so we'll see.
Eric,
I hope it's good.
Me and you did the Superman trailer. Trey didn't do the Superman trailer.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm excited for it. I've watched the trailer a couple more times since we did it originally, and I am getting a little more excited for this.
Yeah, I really like the feel of it. Like I'm not sure about specifics. Like there are details I'm not quite sure about, but like the overall feel of that trailer, yeah, I'm digging it.
Yeah. And then a week after that, maybe a little more than a week after that, didn't realize it was this year. I knew it was coming, but I didn't realize it was this year. July 25th is Fantastic Four, First Steps.
Marvel's first family.
It's Fantastic Four finally coming into the MCU.
Yeah, which is crazy. I'm excited for it, but we've seen no trailers yet, which is
we've seen nothing
odd.
yet.
Yeah, I'm like, are they going to push it back? Is it not ready or what?
I don't
What's
know.
going on?
I don't know, but I'm excited for this. Pedro Pascal
Yeah.
is in it. So.
Well, I'm sold, but
Now you're sold.
I didn't even know about it, but I'm like, yep, okay.
Yeah, Pedro Pascal is Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
See,
because he's like internet dad.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah. So that's coming up here pretty soon. Well, in July. Now, I bet you guys didn't know that this was on my list again. October. I don't know the date, but in October, once again, is the Great Ohio Toy Show. It happens twice a year.
If you didn't spend enough money the first time, there will be a second time to spend some more money.
Yes. That is in October. So, you didn't get your Voltron fill the first time around.
And
go back again in October.
I'll have to check.
And get that one. So, yeah. Then, another movie I did not realize was coming out this year. October 10th, Tron, Ares.
I knew about this. My son and I are super excited for this. So, yeah.
I love Tron.
Yeah.
The original Tron Legacy. I saw Legacy in the theater.
Yep. So did I.
So I didn't see the original Tron in the theater.
Same.
Trey, have you ever seen Tron?
I have not seen the original. I've seen like the first newer one.
You
And
saw
honestly,
Tron
like
Legacy.
I didn't know anything about Tron other than like the thing that made me watch it was the soundtrack because it was just
Oh, yes.
very good.
Daft Punk. Yeah.
It was literally like I don't know. It was like recommended on Spotify, and I was like, "What is this?" And then I was like,
Yeah,
"Okay, now
it's a
I
really good
need more."
soundtrack. It is a
So-
good
There's a remix soundtrack too that's also really good that you should find if you haven't listened to that one too.
Yeah.
And this time around, the director said they're using 9 Inch Nails, which will be really cool. And he said it was a very specific choice. He's like, Tron Legacy was a very clean, futuristic, whatever. So Daft Punk fit perfectly. It's like, this one's going to be more grungy. This one's going to be more rough around the edges and stuff. So
Is Jeff Bridges
Bridges
going to be in this one?
I believe I saw a picture of him on Instagram holding the script. So I don't know if he'll be in it for more than 5 minutes, but I believe he
Tron
is.
Legacy. I mean, he
Died.
deleted himself.
Yes.
So
or did he? All
Yeah,
of his
yeah,
cells went throughout. So.
yeah, you don't know.
Yeah.
So I didn't know if he'd be back for this one or not. But I'm excited for this one. Like I said, I really like Tron.
Yeah.
I like Tron Legacy. So
Yep.
yeah, I'm excited for this.
Yeah, and the pictures so far that have been teased look pretty good. And 9 Inch Nails, and the director seems to be a pretty good, competent director. So I think he's from Norway or something. But
I don't know. Like I said, I didn't realize it was coming. I knew it was a thing that was happening,
yeah,
but I didn't know it was happening this year.
super pumped. That was the one movie my son sometimes would just randomly be like, "Can we watch this movie?" I'm like, "Yeah, anytime you want." Tron Legacy, not the original, but yeah.
So yeah, well, and the original one was hard. It was hard to watch.
Yeah.
I don't think people realized how, I want to say, boring Tron was, but it's a slower movie.
Yeah.
But I really like it.
Yep.
But that's the sci-fi in me coming out. All right, I only got a couple more things on my list here, guys. Next one I got, and not sure if this is really happening there or not. In December, I put down Ahsoka season 2.
Uh-huh.
Everything I've seen, I could not find a date. Last I heard, it was supposed to happen in December of 25, but I've read things where it might not be happening until sometime in 26 now.
Would be interesting.
If it gets pushed back, I'm going to be sad.
More Star Wars now. That's Lynn's approach all the time.
Okay, if they push it back, if it gets pushed back, I mean, the only thing Star Wars on this list that I have that is a show or something that I can watch,
Andor.
if they don't do Ahsoka, is Andor, and that's in April.
And then your whole year is gone.
Then my whole year is gone.
I don't know what you'll do.
Cancel Disney Plus and go hide under a rock.
Yeah.
You'll have your books at least.
Yeah, I'll have my book. Thank you, Trey.
Are there any Marvel or other series coming?
I didn't write down. Well, we got Daredevil.
Oh, Daredevil. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pumped about that.
I forgot
Was that
to
March
put Daredevil
again?
on my
Or was that
list.
February? Or was that March?
That was coming up February or March. I don't remember.
I think it was March. Yeah, that's exciting. For me anyway. But
For you, anyways. But I mean, is there anything else really Marvel series-wise that we know about?
no, I mean they've said they're going to do another Punisher series and something else, but they're not this year. So.
I mean, there's a new Spider-Man animated series on Disney Plus. That's
yeah.
I haven't seen anything of that. I haven't watched any of that. I haven't.
Yeah, I watched a couple trailers. I don't know. The animation is like a cheap, watered down version of Beyond the Spider-Verse stuff.
The Spider-Verse stuff.
Yeah, Spider-Verse looks a lot better.
Yeah.
And I don't know, story-wise, it looks kind of but it has not even aired yet, and they've already renewed it for season 2 and 3. So they must think it's going to be great. So
okay,
we'll see.
Now on my list here, I have 2 more series on here that I don't have any dates for because I couldn't find any dates for either one of these. First one I got on here is Star Trek: Strange New Worlds season 3. Everything I said saw at 25.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited for that. Now the sad thing is I don't have Paramount Plus, so either A, I have to get Paramount Plus to watch it, or
so you're
B,
saying
I have
you
to wait
didn't
for the Blu-ray.
You didn't watch the Section 31 movie then? Yeah,
No, I did not watch it. I haven't heard anything really great about it.
No, I've heard it was not good. So
yeah. So Trey, if you're going to get into Star Trek Section 31,
maybe not that.
Don't
maybe
start
not
there.
that one.
Even though it was was it first mentioned in DS9? Was that
Section 31 was first mentioned in DS9.
Oh, what a letdown.
But yeah, if you're going to don't do that one. All right, and then the other thing I have written down on my list, no dates or anything, is Wednesday season 2.
My daughter is excited about that. For
I
sure.
really enjoyed Wednesday. Now my in-laws, they like Addams Family, and they didn't like Wednesday. I'm like, well, because this isn't really anything Addams Family like.
Not really. They just happen to be in there. Some of
They
them.
just happen to be Wednesday. I really enjoyed Wednesday, and I'm really looking forward to season 2 and where they're going to go because I know they got like different the lady that played Captain Phasma, and she was like the headmaster of the school. She's not in season 2.
Oh, interesting.
The guy, I think, is going to be a new headmaster again, and all kinds of different things. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to those. And
did you see Netflix is redoing Little House on the Prairie? They just announced that. I'm like, okay.
they're redoing
Yep.
Little House on the Prairie.
Yep. Hopefully they don't screw it up because a lot of people will kill them if they screw up. Like a lot of people who were.
My wife.
Yeah, young
House
girls
on
in
the
the
Prairie.
80s. Yeah, I mean they
yeah,
watched it a ton.
Okay, I'm a physical media guy. I buy DVDs and Blu-rays and things like that. She does not. She bought, though, the complete series of Little House on the Prairie and was kind of binge watching them for a while there.
Nice.
So, yeah.
I watched some when it was on TV, but not a lot.
I remember watching it as a kid, Little House on the Prairie, watching it, but I will have to tell her about this and see what her initial reaction for that is.
So, and Charlie's Angels and what show was Mr. T on?
A-Team?
A-Team, yeah, A-Team and Airwolf, and there are so many. Oh, and Knight Rider, like there are shows. Knight Rider. Yeah, but I just never watched any of them more than just like a random episode here and there. Because back then there were no DVRs or anything to record anything. There's no DVDs, or I guess they might have had VHS tapes back then.
We had VHS back then.
but nobody, I don't know, nobody I knew bought them. Most people get a VHS recorder and just put a tape in it and record what was on TV.
Yeah.
Basically the early DVRs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Hope they didn't record over something important.
So, yeah, but that's what I have. That's my list of things to look forward to in 2025.
Nice list. Yeah.
So.
I was going to say they just Tesla's quarterly earnings, because I'm a Tesla guy. They just announced in June they plan to have robo taxis in Austin, Texas. So you'll be able to push a button and have a car pick you up, and they'll start doing their first unmanned or unsupervised drives. So that'll be fun. And then they hope to expand to California and the rest of Texas later this year. So that'll be cool. There's already Waymo and other ones that do it, but they're geofenced because they have to basically map and study the city they're in first. So they only have 7 cities or 10 cities or something that they support it in. But once regulations come off, lots of states are gonna actually. Trump has already said that he will federally change the laws so that automated cars can drive in any state. So it will be interesting.
I rode in your Tesla and it drove us a place, and
yeah,
it was neat.
Yeah,
I'm not. Call me the old guy. I'm not ready if I'm have my car drive me places by itself.
It's just one of those things you get used to. We should do a video in my car sometime, but it's to the point where anytime, if I'm oh, I want to make a Taco Bell run, I just get in my car from my garage and say, drive to Taco Bell, push a button, and it pulls out of my driveway, out of my garage, and takes me all the way to Taco Bell doing nothing. So it's pretty nice. And I can even as long as I'm paying attention at this point, I can, be eating some and all that, it's totally fine. So you just have to be aware at this point.
Yeah. Okay.
It's coming. I would say within 5 years, it will take over.
It'll be the norm.
Most driving. Yeah. Yep. It's coming.
Okay.
And they're building cyber, they call it cyber cab, and it's basically a 2-seater that they'll just start pumping these things out in cities, and you'll just push a button and call one up. It's like a taxi basically, but there's no one in it.
Well, I guess if I can't have my flying car, I can have a self-driving car.
Yes. Yeah, for sure. Flying cars will happen someday too, but the problem is the energy density of batteries isn't high enough yet. So you have to have a certain amount of, if the energy density is too low, then that means the weight has to be high to have enough battery, so it can't fly. And it's hard to do an automated, non-electric type of thing. And I think any flying cars will all be automated. The whole Jetsons actually driving their cars, that'll never happen. So it'll be all automated someday. That's probably more like 10.
I got Erik off on a tangent, didn't I?
You did. Well, I'm a tech guy, so yep. The only other tech thing I can think of, though, is that the Bamboo Labs is coming out with a new 3D printer. It's been rumored to come out later this year, so I'm not sure when this year. It's like an H series or something, but anyway.
Okay. Are you done rambling about tech?
I guess. You ramble about Star Wars, I ramble about tech. It happens.
And luckily we didn't get Trey going on Lord of the Rings.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yep.
All right. Well, that's what we were looking forward to, at least mainly what I'm looking forward to. These guys, they might be looking forward to some of them, maybe not to some of them. I'm going to make them go to the Great Ohio Toy Show, make them spend their money, live vicariously through them. But what are you guys looking forward to? Leave a comment what you are looking forward to in 2025. Is this something that I should be looking forward to in 2025? Are you going to go to the Great Ohio Toy Show in Xenia, Ohio? Are you around? Do you even know what that is? I mean, whatever. Leave a comment below. Let us know.
Yeah, if you guys are going to be there, we should meet up.
Yes.
Hang out.
Yes. So, and then that's my thing. Leave a comment. Tell what you're looking forward to in 25. Like this video. If you're not subscribing already to our channel, hit the subscribe button. That's what it's there for. It's for you to push it.
Yep.
Push it. But until the next time, I'm Lynn.
I'm Erik.
And I'm Trey.
Well, see you next time.
You pointed the wrong way.
I'm sorry. All right, we'll see you next time.
All right, bye.
Bye.